and good afternoon from Elections Unpeeled. I'm Keely Sullivan.
And I'm Mike Carter. Welcome to day 2 of the Democratic National Convention.
Now, day 2 is a really big day because it is the roll call vote, the official vote to nominate the Democratic nominee for president.
Yeah, big day. Obviously, yesterday you had a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters noticeably upset going into the convention. Over the weekend, there were the WikiLeaks email release causing a lot of strife within the party, and Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton hope to put that all to bed tonight. And actually, who actually nominates Clinton tonight is a big story of the day, right, Keely?
Well, it's a rumor as of now, Mike. We're not entirely confirmed that Bernie Sanders, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, the one we've been talking about so much yesterday, might actually be the one to ring in the nomination for Hillary Clinton. We're not sure about that yet. But that being said, yesterday sets a really big precedent going into today. So you had Bernie Sanders, he came up, he gave more or less a version of his stump speech of the big issues. But at the same time, that was, in a way, him telling Hillary Clinton, here, in order to get my supporters to back you, here's the issues that I've championed that have got to come into your platform. So we'll see if really Bernie Sanders supporters will really get behind Hillary Clinton in the roll call vote. Of course, we're going to have over 1,000 delegates, of course, pledge their support to Bernie Sanders. They, of course, they have to. And we know that Hillary Clinton is going to be getting the nomination, but we're not sure. What we're not sure about is how the super delegate votes are going to hold out, and also if some Sanders supporters will try and maybe protest the roll call vote. We're not sure. Things got a little hot, heated, and crazy. But we're going to be looking until after the roll call vote as well. There is a big theme for today's convention. Mike, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, sure. The theme for today, Keely, is for children, advocacy for children and families. And actually, talking about that roll call vote yesterday, it was kind of the exact opposite of what happened last week at the RNC last Wednesday, when you had Ted Cruz getting up, the runner-up for the RNC, getting up and refusing to endorse Donald Trump, yet his fans, his supporters, asking him to support him. Yesterday, you had the runner-up for the Democratic Party saying, yes, I will support the nominee, and his supporters not wanting him to support. So the complete opposite of the parties that will play out today. But again, yes, the theme for today is advocacy for families and children. Speaking to that theme, you're going to have the mothers of Trayvon Martin and Eric Gardner speak. Those two slain people were the foundation for the Black Lives Matter. So that will be an interesting, those two speeches are definitely something to look forward to, and will go a long way to essentially ease a lot of the tensions that the country is really facing this summer. So
we're going to talk about right now one of America's most famed politicians, shall we say, and we're going to bring in a special guest to do so. We have new House Associate Dean Joel Kaplan joining us.
Hey! And
hello,
you know
Michael.
a lot about one of the
Keely?
keynote speakers this evening, actually the keynote speaker, and why don't you tell us about him?
Bill Clinton. And I have a memory of going back to the convention in 1988 when Michael Dukakis was nominated, and Bill Clinton's hair was not as gray, his voice was not as gravelly, and he gave one of the worst keynote speeches ever. It just went on and on and on, and he was ridiculed for a long time until, of course, he was elected president in 92 and then re-elected in 96. Many people think that the speech he gave in 2012 was one of the finest speeches ever given at a convention. Really helped Obama, who was in a tough re-election battle against Mitt Romney, really made the case for Obama better than Obama himself. We'll see if he can do it the same for his wife tonight. Like you and I saw Bill Clinton on the campaign trail in New Hampshire. Sure. He really has aged. It'll be interesting to see if he'll still have the vitality and he'll have the energy that he's had in these past speeches. But certainly his wife is counting on him having a really important, really good speech tonight.
Do you think his role moving forward within the Clinton campaign will be prominent? Do you expect to see him out stumping around for Hillary Clinton and being in a big way?
I think that you'll see him out as much as you'll see Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. I think they all have a vested interest in Hillary Clinton being elected. I think you'll see him going to some of those purplish states, who I'm sure will be in Arkansas. I don't think Hillary Clinton has much of a chance in Arkansas. He'll be in Kentucky, he'll be in Tennessee, he'll be in places that they still love Bill Clinton. And Florida probably, he'll be in Florida a lot. So I think she'll use him a lot on the campaign trail, starting tonight.
Now, also, something that I guess pundits were a little bit worried about when she first actually threw in her hat in the ring to run for president was that Bill Clinton was going to steal the spotlight himself. I mean, do you think that's still a concern for the Clinton campaign going forward into the general?
I think it's not so much him stealing the spotlight. I think they're worried about his gaffes. And some of them might be intentional gaffes, but some of them maybe not beyond the point they're trying to make. And if he starts talking about stuff off point, this is a very organized campaign. And you saw yesterday that they don't react well when things go off point. They did not like what was happening with the hacked emails and the Bernie supporters. And I think that, unlike the Trump campaign, they have every minute scripted, whereas Trump has every minute unscripted.
Speaking to that point, though, Debbie Wasserman Schultz said she will stay on as a Clinton advocate, or surrogate, until November. Is that a wise move for Hillary to want to keep ties with someone who has caused a lot of division within the party?
I think going forward we'll have to see. I think when they say you're staying on as a surrogate, though, it's probably just a surrogate in South Florida where she is somewhat popular, although she's up for a tough re-election.
Against a Bernie supporter.
Exactly. So I'm not sure she'll have the time to spend too much time on the Hillary Clinton campaign.
Lots to look forward to tonight, Keely, and I think we're just about to get started. So for Mike Carter
and Keely Sullivan,
we'll say goodbye for now. Stay tuned on all of our social media handles for Elections Unpeeled. We'll catch you later.